What if you were told you only had 24 hours to live? What would you prioritize? What would you say, this is important to me? I'm not really worried about this other stuff. What's your top 10 things that you would say, these are things that I need to worry about? Would it be your children? Would it be other family members? Would it be your spouse? Would it be your significant other? Would it be worrying about something at the job? Would it be worried about traveling? Would it be worried about, actually doing things that were on your bucket list to do? Only 24 hours to live. What would you choose to do? Here's a thought. If you only had 24 hours to live, would you let go of all of the bullshit that you've been holding on to for years? We're not just talking about gossip and drama. We're talking about shit that has happened to you over the years that you felt that you didn't have the support system that you needed. Someone said something about you that, you just couldn't get over. It just kept on eating at you. Someone slighted you to the point where you guys had an ongoing friction. With 24 hours to live, now be a cause for you to say that's not important. And I think that's the issue with a lot of people. Suppose you lived every day as if you had 24 hours to live. What would make your priority list? What would make life worth living? Would it be loving your children? Would it be embracing yourself? Actually, really living out your true potential? Would it be dancing in the rain? Would it be reading a book? Would it be walking on a beach? What would 24 hours to live actually mean to you? Now, some people have never really tapped in there to their potential. Whereas some people are kind of just in a daze and just trying to figure out the best way to prioritize their life to actually seek happiness. Some people need guidance. Some people need a push. Some people need you to take them by the hand and say, you need to go this way. But what happens when now you're being told you only have 24 hours left? What do you think about? Do you want to travel? Is there something you want to do before you hit your demise? Is there somebody you want to reach out to and say, I forgive you, or I apologize? Because I think that would be within that 24-hour time frame that you would say, you know what? I've done people wrong. I've said things to people that I know was wrong, but I was upset. I was mad. They pissed me off. But now that I only have 24 hours to live, I see that, that was wrong. And I don't want to leave this earth knowing that I've caused that much pain, that much grief, that much sorrow. So with 24 hours to live, I want to correct my wrongdoing. How many people have strayed away from the church, strayed away from God, and said, you know what, hey, I got time. I'll find God at a later time. I'll rendezvous with God, somewhere else. And now that you know that you have 24 hours to live, you've decided to say, you know what, hey, God, remember me? Yeah, I know we ain't talked in a while, but you got some time? I only had 24 hours to live, so I just wanted to reach out to you and see if we were on good terms. Yeah, I know I didn't give you the praise when I got my new job, my new car, when I found love again. I didn't say what's up then, but I'm talking to you now. So, you supposed to be God, so you supposed to forgive me, right? Yeah, I know I turned my back on you, but I'm just saying, we cool, right? It's interesting to hear what 24 hours would actually reveal. What would you do if you were told that you had 24 hours to live? What would become more of an importance to you, to your life? What would bring your life meaning, and what would help provide a legacy? What would provide generational wealth? What would you do to showcase that your life was fulfilled and full of vigor, full of happiness, full of love, full of loyalty, full of you. I think the thing about it is a lot of people, if they were told they had 24 hours to live, what would scare them is that they know that they would die alone. They would not think people would care enough about them past the week. They might put your name on a shirt. Hey, they might even do a GoFundMe for you, but really no one would care. No one would come to your funeral and speak on you and say that you are a good person. You cared about people. You gave people the shirt off your back. You spent time with people to teach them how to love, to how to respect themselves, how to build wealth. You've helped people. You were a role model. You were a protector. You were a provider. You were a confidant. I think a lot of people would feel a certain type of way because they know they were not those things. So therefore, they wouldn't get that praise. The person that speaks to their funeral, it would not be a specific conversation. It would be a generalized conversation. Well, everybody has the right to live the life that they want to, versus saying this person lived this type of life. People are afraid that people will not remember them. People will not respect their legacy. People will not say this person lived a noteworthy life. This person spent their time doing valuable things. This person loved living. I think that's the real question here. Do you love living? Do you love living? Are you prioritizing your time? Do you protect your energy? Do you protect your peace? A lot of people are going to say, I don't. I didn't think I had to. Oh my God. I didn't realize that protecting my energy and protecting my peace was important. I didn't start doing it until I had 24 hours to live. I didn't start prioritizing my time. I didn't stop listening to drama and gossip. I didn't stop cursing people out. I didn't stop getting high. I didn't stop getting drunk. I didn't stop having goddamn sex with everybody. I didn't stop being wild. I didn't stop looking at life as if I had an eon to live. Nothing ever echoed to me that I needed to understand my value and my self-worth until my value and self-worth was limited to 24 hours. Are you living your best life? That's a hell of a question. If you had 24 hours to live, what would be the most important thing to you?